So, good morning viewers, on a cold January day, cold and damp. So, when I do upload this video, obviously it'll be in the spring, whoopee-doo. So, we have some news, lots of bloody news actually. Anyway, let's crank this beast up. As you can see, it's dirty and manky. All the riding I've been doing. And we'll tell you where we're going. So, today we're off to the train station in Rheinfelden in Switzerland, because I'm going to get a month's ticket, which is and it's going to be a point-to-point. So that means from one destination to another, and that's all. So lucky enough at work, I've asked to get early shifts, which is a 4 o'clock start in the morning, but here there's no night trains. So what I'm going to do is catch a train in Steinsackingen around, I'm not quite sure, I think it's 8:30 at night, and go to work. Then at work we have 2 sleeping rooms, you know, with some what the hell do you call them, like, not beds, but, oh well, actually one of them has a bed in. Yeah, it has a bed, not as in a bed, but they're like a massage table. Bloody hell, you know, it's slightly padded, and we have some like garden furniture things you can lie down on. So there's a male one and a female one. I'm not sure which one I'll choose yet, but anyway. I wish. Anyway, so then I'm going to sleep at work during the night and get up at approximately 3:15. Have a wash of water. What the fuck? Look at that driving. Jesus Christ, in the town. Fucking hell. Anyway, what were we saying? Aye. So I'll have I'll sleep at work. Obviously finish work at 1 o'clock. Hopefully I can rattle across to the train station at the airport for 1:15 and catch the train back. If not, I'll have to wait till 2 o'clock. Anyway, matters not. So that's what I'm going to do. And the monthly ticket is 315 Swiss francs. And because I'm using public transport, my company will give me 50 francs towards it. So it's 315, that's what's 65, 265, isn't it? 265? No, 275. Oh, whatever, somewhere around there. Do the math. So, and you're asking yourself, why are you doing that? Well, about a month ago, early shift, rattling away to Zurich in one of the tunnels, and all the bloody dash lights on the car come on, engine stop, engine stop. Oh, I thought, fucking hell, what now? And the car's only got about 92,000 miles on it, diesel, fully serviced, Peugeot serviced, Peugeot 308, fully serviced, so there's no shite involved. Anyway, the police came, they towed me out the Then the breakdown recovery tour came and took me to a garage in Switzerland somewhere. This is at 2:30 in the morning, you know. And can you believe it? Luckily, look, tell you folks, always carry jackets in your car. Because I had to sit and wait for after the police had dropped me, sit and wait in the car for about, I don't know, 45 minutes for the breakdown to come. It was -8 outside, and obviously the engine in the car wouldn't start, so there was no fucking heating. Oh, it was absolutely freezing. Oh man. Excuse the cough. So anyway, I eventually got home via trains and buses and walking. Oh, the phone worker said I can't come in. I got home approximately at 8:30 in the morning and leaving the house at 2:15 in the morning. Jesus Christ. Because there's no night train, so I got the first train from, I think it was from Brugge. I think it was 5:30 or 6:30, I can't remember anyway. So the top and bottom of it is, the garage in Switzerland, where I was taking the Peugeot garage, they did a diagnostic on it to see what the fault was, and seemingly the timing belt had lost 2 teeth. And obviously it jumped the cog or some kind of thing, and it's fucked everything up, so the motor's knackered. But they said, your car's reasonably new and it's fully serviced. Peugeot should be paying for this. So they're adamant that Peugeot should pay for the replacement engine and all the work it's involved. Sorry, but we can't do anything until the middle of February. We're fully booked because it's a big job. So, and I said, let's get it, I'll get a tour to, our last, I have a tour in Bar, but our last wooden tours. More on that in a minute. So I contacted my local Peugeot garage where I get all the servicing done, told them the story. Oh, he's as dull as dishwater, I gotta say. He really is. So he said, yes, we'll tour it across, we'll have a look at it. So it cost me 300 plus euros to get the car towed from the Swiss garage to the German one. They did that. He hasn't fully checked it out yet. Oh, fuck's sake. All he had to, you know, he's already spoken to the Swiss garage, which is a Peugeot dealer, but no, he wants to check it himself. He's not taking the word of another Peugeot. Hey, what side of the fucking road you want? Idiot. So he's not going to take the word of another Peugeot dealer. So the Peugeot dealer in Switzerland, actually quite a reasonable price, charged me 80 francs for the diagnostics, which is pretty good. So now I'm going to have to pay that again for the for the German garage. And I said, hey, so Peugeot should be paying for this, sir? Oh, I don't know, I've never heard of this before. Is it serviced? I said, well, it bloody should be. It's been serviced at your garage, man. Oh, yeah. We'll see what we can do, eh? I said, hey, are you for your customer or are you for Peugeot? Oh, we'll see what we can do, eh? I thought, yeah, fucker. So I don't hold high hopes. Oh, man. It's all shit. Yeah. So, as you've guessed, I'm full of disease. I was working, where was I working? I was supposed to be working Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, and a couple of days before that, and I had supposed to have New Year off. Well, I had the whole fucking lot off. I had 23, 24 off sick. I thought, oh, I'm not so bad, I'll get back. So I went back on the 25, Christmas Day. It wasn't brilliant, but oh God, when I finished, I got stuck in a massive friggin' traffic jam on the motorway, and I got feeling rougher and rougher and rougher. And when I got, and at that point I thought, shite, I'm just gonna phone work now. Said, hey, I ain't coming in. Boxing Day 26, not coming in. I'll not be in the whole week. Dead to the world. So anyway, I was off work for 2 weeks, and I went back. I had to get out of the house. Probably went back a little bit too early. As you can tell, I've still got a cough. I've still got a croaky voice. Man, you see, not one of the lasses at work yesterday said, oh, I like your voice, it's quite sexy now. You're a bugger. So that's that. So the next news. So anyway, over Christmas and New Year, my dad's in a residential home back in the northeast with dementia and, you know, all that kind of shite. Old age, 87-year-old. So I hadn't been able to contact him because obviously I couldn't speak. I'd lost my voice. So there was no point. So I felt sorry for that as well, because obviously, you know, I try and speak to him at least once a week. Even if the conversation sometimes is just baubles. You know, he asked me the same question about 15 times. I try and give us a different answer each time. But anyway, bless him. So then, November time. Me and Wall had a shit year together. A really bad year. And then she comes up with, I want a divorce. Oh, here we go. I said, you sure? I'm not going to get into all the details because obviously it's personal shite, but are you sure? Yeah, I want a divorce. Okay, no problem. So now we're in the procedures of just starting that, Christ. So I've been to see a fucking lawyers, I'm telling you, man. Been to see a lawyer. Obviously the first time in this situation, yeah, I had some questions, but I was, you know, you forget some and you forget some others. So anyway, it cost you 196 euros for our first meeting. That'll be taken off the final bill. Oh, okay. Of course, when the bill comes, it's 230 something, charging VAT on top of it. Oh, fucking hell. I'm sure she didn't say that, but anyway, it's neither out nor summit. Of course, then I've forgotten to ask some questions what I need the answers to. So I emailed her. So anyway, she told me that the whole divorce proceedings will cost 3,900 euros. We have to be separated for a year. Obviously separation can take all different sorts of terms, you know. You can still live together and be separated. But anyway, I digress. So then we got that done. What was I saying? Oh, so I'd forgot to ask some questions, so I emailed her. I got no response. So I phoned the office up. Oh, she'll be back in on Monday. Oh Jesus, must have been sick or something, but anyway. So I phoned up on the Monday. Can I speak to such and such? No, she'd email me. And she emailed me with, fill the form out, sign it, send it back, and when you've done that, you'll get charged the 230 euros again, and I'll answer your questions. So yeah, fucker. You know, talk about hitting people when they're down, you know. I would have thought, as a normal human being, she knows that people are coming to see her for help. That's what you saw in general. Was all, you know, coming to see her for help, and she would have some answers and questions that maybe I've forgotten to ask. She could say them instead of me having to ask the question. I don't know. Maybe you're right or wrong. A lot more of shite anyway. So anyway, I went on that Just Ask yesterday. Paid me 60 euros. I asked the guy a question, took the whole day and I got an answer at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, sorry for your situation, my name's such and such, I'm a lawyer, I suggest you go to the family court. I thought, oh God, the family court's the last fucking option. Oh, Jesus Christ, you know. Because obviously you go to the family court, I have to have the lawyer involved and all this, and I have to pay for it. The whole point of just ask us to get a question answered. So I've written them back, so we'll see what he answers this time. You know, I could have answered that myself. Go to the family court. You think, come on, play the game here. So then comes to the point. I don't like asking wall ass for a car for work because of the situation now. Oh, I've got a meeting, oh, I've got an appointment. So I've had this all the time, so I've been using the bike for work now. So that's the reason I'm getting the train ticket, because my bike had about 300 kilometers on it when I started this, and I've just used it the whole week now. And boy, I don't mind the cold, but unfortunately I've had a week of rain, so I've been wet in the mornings. By the time I get to, you know, leaving the house at 2:15 in the morning, and my waterproofs are not exactly what they call waterproof, even though it says so on the tin. And I bought these gloves, as you can see, electrically heated gloves off Amazon, 38 euros. These ones work with 6 AA batteries. There you go, and waterproof. So, ask the question, are they any good? No, they're fucking not. They're absolute shit. It's got 3 heating settings on, which you wouldn't know. You've got to press the button on the back, as you see, on each glove, but you wouldn't know, or you wouldn't notice any difference, because they don't get any fucking hotter. As a normal glove like this, with nothing on, they're quite warm, they're okay. But when you put the electric on, there's absolutely no difference. You feel knout. They're absolute shit. Then comes the waterproofness. If you sneeze on them, sorry, excuse me folks, if you sneeze on them, they're waterproof. If it rains, they're not. So I've got until the end of January to send them back, and they will be going back. I've seen another pair which are rechargeable ones for, I think it's 79 euros. I'll try them ones. So anyway, the first service of the bike, oh here we go. I've had a couple issues with the bike since I started using it. The starter button goes hitty missy. You get the pile of clicks when you press it, click, 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 when you're pressing the button. So I went to the dealership last week. He's very good, like, very good. Oh, he said, don't worry, you're not the first one to come in with this problem. He said, well, check the battery anyway, just in case. Battery was champion. So he said, he cleaned the switch, and up to now it's been alright. But the mode button, that's hitty missy, so obviously he's going to change the switches. And also on the speedometer and the rev counter, I've been getting condensation across the bottom. So luckily we took some pictures of that, and he's going to send them with a Gutsy. I say, oi. So that's the only issues with the bike. And it rattles away well, I have to say. The weather I've ridden in this week, you just wouldn't believe. So the weather forecast is coming up. I've got 5 early starting tomorrow, and it's supposed to be rain the whole week, ending with snow. Now not so keen on riding this bike in the snow. and I do 150 k's a day, 100 mile, or 95 mile, near enough. But the nearest train station in Switzerland for me is about 7-8 mile away. So that's what I'm going to do. Right there, leave the bike, catch a train, do my work, come back. You know, well, you know the story. That's what I'm going to do. And if it's really heavy snow, maybe our lass will take us to the station. But if it's just rain, I'll just ride there. Alright, and the first service is at 1500 kilometers, the dealer told me. So I've already passed 1000 kilometers, because if you think per day doing 150, so if I do 10 days, it's a 1500. So I think I'm on about 1100 now. Oh bloody hell. So it isn't off rattling up if I'm using it for work. And I say I don't mind using it for work, I really don't. The cold is alright, but it's just the rain. It is getting to us, and obviously we've been sick, and as you can still hear, I've still got a cough a bit. It's not so good. So I'm gonna do public transport. Oh, and I have to say, the lights on this is quite good at night, and I'll do a video of that coming up as well. I'll be right to the train station. Oh, what a fucking life, eh? 56-year-old and it's all fallen to shit. But anyway, so let's enjoy. God, I've been rattled on since I left the house. So my subscribers is getting up. I think I'm on over 312 or something. We're rattling up. So yeah, folks, I hope you enjoy the vids and all the babbling and all the shite that goes on. Not too serious, and it's just my opinion on some things. Maybe full of shite, I probably am, but hey, that's the way it goes, eh? So here we're coming to the border between the Bundesrepublik of Deutschland, that's Germany. Oh, Schwart. Still makes you smile, eh? You still got a laugh, eh? So we're going to cross the Rhine here. What's going on down there? What's he doing against that wall? Is he sleeping? Was he having a piss? No, he's not. He's on the telephone. Customs. German customs. So there you go, crossing the bridge. See, the trucks have got a queue to get through to get the papers done. See the sign there, Vignette. That's in Switzerland. You have to have a tax sticks to drive or ride on the motorways. It's 40 francs for a year, which is not bad, but you have to stick it. You have to have it stuck on the vehicle. Oh, I've got mine, but it's in my pocket at the minute. So here's the Swiss customs. Is he going to wave us through? You could give a smile or a nod to say go, but he didn't. You see them on the other side. They'll be pulling you over, checking it to see if you've got the tax disc. Because the last time I got done, actually was on a motorcycle when I worked in Basel on this road. Got fined 100 francs and obviously 40 francs for the tax disc. Yeah, twat, that was me on a bike. This pink bus. So now we're heading, as you can see in front of us, Rheinfelden, Switzerland. So with the separation and stuff, there's all sorts of shit going on now. I'm still living at home, but obviously I gotta find a place to live, and I don't know what I'm allowed to afford and what I've got to pay her, and oh fucking hell, you know. And she doesn't work, so oh, it's all a shithole, all a mess. Feel quite sad. Me mate at work. I'm steaming up with my glasses, hang on. There's a lass quite into us at work. I was telling me mate, obviously he knows the whole story. Come on, get her shagged, shag her, get it out of your system. For fuck's sake. You gotta love blokes, eh? It's a way to sort stuff. Have a shag. You gotta laugh, eh? Get your balls emptied. Look at all these new apartment blocks built along here, man. That's German Rheinfelden on the other side of the water. I don't know how far the Swiss are going to come along this land, building apartments and apartments. Look at them. The orange ones, sky blue, lime green, yellow. All, well, you know, I say new in the last 10 years, rattled up. Ever since that the border crossing we just come across was opened. If you think everything before had to come up that street there, the old Rhine Bridge is. Obviously the trucks didn't bother using this border so much because it's such a pain in the arse for them. I think the border bridge now is just pedestrian. Anyway, where the hell are we? Oh, train station. I forgot. Up here on the right. Alright, where the fucking hell can we park here? Oh, there's the bicycles. Park up there somewhere. Why? Put it in that one. So viewers, that's us. I'll let you know how we get on.